guard, 6'6", number 2, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. This is Brian Anderson. Joining me, analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and reporter Allie LaForce. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who is out for the evening.
And guys, with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain most effective.
Here are the 5 for Philadelphia. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. George and Embiid are up front. And it's Oubre in at small forward. And for the Thunder, 2 big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3 spot.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
And that one drops. A lot of the talk coming in focused on the backcourts, Richard. Both teams have outstanding guard play.
And that means we should see some creative offense. I love skill play at any position, but it's often the guards that will leave you speechless.
Here's Oubre, following the bucket by Oklahoma City, and he comes up with a bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
And the call will be against Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul. And we're about a minute into the first. Williams looking around to the middle. Here's SGA, and he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. There's the drive from deep, Holmgren. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, the Sixers are one of the more high-variance teams in the league. With their star veterans in PG and Embiid fully healthy, they have a chance to win the East. Without, they'll need to lean heavily on their promising young players.
They are plenty talented. Thank you, Shams. Now here's SGA, and a nice finish on the layup.
He's such a clever player in pick and rolls. Gilgeous-Alexander is unpredictable and understands how to attack defenses.
And that one good.
Hey, that right there was a lot of confidence, given the size of the disadvantage there.
And I like his belief in his game. Go at the taller defender, make him react to you.
First personal foul, second team foul.
Pass to Williams. Let's go with a 3. It's rebounded by George. Philadelphia's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Oubre. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
From 12 feet. Doesn't go that time. And Maxey's got the ball here for Philadelphia. Trailing by 2. Pass to Oubre. Launches it. They get it back. The Thunder have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Grimes, he's checked in for Philadelphia.
13 foul. Coming onto the floor for the 76ers, number 5.
George against Holmgren. Shakes him. And he lays it in.
It's so difficult to defend Holmgren inside. For such a young player, his body control and awareness are off the charts. And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Williams' shot is good.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Wallace, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. 76ers trail by 7. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
A bit ago, Mark Dackmelt and I were able to chat. I wondered what Coach has in store for PG tonight. Hopefully a low-scoring game, Coach joked, going on to say, we'll throw some aggressive defenses his way, but we also have to play him well when he's off the ball. It's a tricky assignment. So Coach is aware this is going to be a challenge for his team. Back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Now here's Oubre. 5 points in the game. Wallace outside. Pass to Holmgren. The three is up. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
And it's good. 2 points.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Now here's Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
And there's a call on Quentin Grimes. That's his first foul of the game. And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Chet Holmgren. Joe's checked in for Williams. And Mitchell subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And a new group getting ready for the Sixers. Drummond's checked in for Embiid. Barlow comes in for George. Edwards, he's checked in for Oubre. And Watford subbed in for Maxey. That ties it up.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so.
Mitchell, the pass to Wallace. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 7 of 13 shots to drop. So they take the lead.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
41 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And here's Mitchell. Oh, Drummond with a block. And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it. Oklahoma City making a switch here. Holmgren's checked in.
Oklahoma City, number 7, Chet Holmgren.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the first. Hits a three-pointer.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
Pass to Drummond. And here's Edwards, covered by Joe. Now here's Watford. Lets the three fly. Fires in the triple.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Ooh, he trades the three, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time.
The previous play is under review.
The play. The question, did he get the basket off in time or not?
Yeah, they're going to review that shot to make sure he got it off in time, but I think it's going to count.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So the replay was conclusive. Call overturned. Grant, that one's going to count.
And B.A., you can argue against replay all you want, but at the end of the day, you want it to be a level playing field. You want the call to be correct.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Philadelphia on top. They lead. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Philadelphia.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And also, I like how they've let it fly from the three-point line, shooting with confidence so far in this one.
Cason Wallace out there with Chet Holmgren. Then it's Williams. Then there's Mitchell. And it's Joe in at the two-guard spot. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going in the second. Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A., guys who are going to make the right play, defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
Philadelphia moving it around. Pass to Barlow. Puts up a three. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Got a piece of it. Here's Embiid. No stopping Joel Embiid. Wow.
The footwork, the patience, watching Embiid go to work inside is just a treat.
And Williams punches it home.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
Wiggins, he's checked in for Williams. Beauchamp, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Kyle Lowry comes in for Watford.
The size, the length. Holmgren, just a beast inside.
Beauchamp passes to Grimes. Here's Barlow. He buries it from three. Barlow's got his first 3 points of the game. And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already. We're not even in the second half.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Mitchell's shot is good. Now it's a 4-point Oklahoma City lead.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
For the Thunder, Jalen Williams comes in for Wiggins, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Mitchell. Philadelphia also making some changes. Edgecombe comes in for Beauchamp, and it's Tyrese Maxey in for Lowry. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. Holmgren, the pass to Wallace. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots off the step back, and that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
Sweet looking jumper from the mid-range. I mean, Gilgeous-Alexander just making it look easy.
Joe, the pass to Holmgren. Holmgren powers through traffic. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for Oklahoma City.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And also, I haven't seen a lot of resistance from the defense when it comes to limiting their points in transition.
The Thunder making a switch here. Wiggins is checked in. Philadelphia also making some changes. George comes in for Barlow, and it's Kelly Oubre in for Grimes. In a lot of ways, Paul George has been the prototype of the modern swingman brand.
Yeah, 6'8", and with his versatile skill set, plug and play on any team. But health has been a challenge as of late. Now in his mid-30s, can he maintain that elite level?
Edgecombe, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 8. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said, we still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent, but we still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something. Back to you guys.
It's all about health. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Outside, SGA. The three. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in the game. Oubre finds George. And here's Maxey outside. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Now just a 4-point Oklahoma City lead.
Now that's confidence right there. This is when you know Maxey is feeling it.
Pass to Holmgren. There's the triple. 4-3, Holmgren.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Joe. The three. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And the big finish by Holmgren.
And this is why so many are high on Holmgren. His ability to dominate games with his scoring.
And they'll get another chance.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Williams against Oubre for 3. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got his 5th rebound in this one. Oubre passes to Maxey. Out to Oubre. Lets it go from deep. Joe grabs the miss. Oklahoma City leading by 10. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Joe's got 14.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how it plays out.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Oubre can't hit. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And he's good on the first of 3. So both teams changing it up here. He hits the second from the line. And he makes all 3.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
And so it's Chet Holmgren making things happen for Oklahoma City, helping them space. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Chet Holmgren with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
Taking a look at the 76ers. George and Embiid are up front. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. And it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Got to push him farther out than this.
And players these days with great ball handling, but occasionally getting away with a carry at times.
Oh, you know, B.A., the old discontinued dribble. I mean, this might be where tracking cameras could start to help because that's such a tough call for an official to assess in the moment. An excellent job of taking what the defense is giving.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
You're making it look easy. Gilgeous-Alexander is so skilled, the ball on a string, and we see him do this time and time again.
George finds Embiid. Philadelphia moving it around. The 3 from Edgecombe. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got his 5th assist in this one. And SGA has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've led by as many as 14. Kicks it out to Holmgren. Takes the 3. And it's Chet with the answer.
And you can already tell Holmgren has an edge to his game. Gets the 3 right back. That's the competitive streak you need as a young player.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call a timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. 76ers trail by 12. Pass to Maxey. Now Embiid. The 3 from Edgecombe. Hartenstein pulls it in.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Well, Richard, the Sixers with a lot of money tied up in Tyrese Maxey, Paul George, and Joel Embiid.
Ooh, that's not a lot of flexibility. They need those guys to be healthy and contributing. The talent is there, but it also has to be about the availability.
Philadelphia has gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. And here's Oubre from the arc. The Thunder pull it in. Dort outside, over Edgecombe. Dort's shot is good. Dort's got his first 2 points.
You know, Dort doesn't show a lot of love to the mid-range, but he's smart to not completely overlook it.
Pass to Edgecombe. The 3 ball. Pure from 3-point range.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
A nice shot by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter, someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
Outside Oubre from deep. Dort grabs the miss.
got to find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not going to get it.
Sinks the tray.
And he's shooting it at an efficient clip, but he needs to keep looking to score. It's what his team relies on him to do.
Gets the ball and takes the shot. It's that easy for Paul George.
Pass to Holmgren. Williams against Oubre. Outside, Williams. Shot clock at 6. Back to Dort. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. They get the rebound. Holmgren finds Dort. Tries yet again. It's hauled in by Oubre. 76ers trail by 13. Embiid passes to Maxey. Outside Oubre. Here's Embiid. Williams defending. Back to Embiid. Pass to Edgecombe. Oubre on the wing. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Williams from long range. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got 6 rebounds in the game. So far, Grant, we've seen some encouraging intangibles from VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah, you know, he reminds me of Victor Oladipo or even a Dwayne Wade physically. Just an explosive athlete. And I love the way he uses that strength and quickness at the defensive end of the floor.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Chet Holmgren talked about how he succeeds in spite of his slender frame. He said, you can't be afraid of contact. I'll continue to use my strengths out there, my length, being slippery, playing hard, and try to get better at my weaknesses, too, throughout my career. That will leave me in a good spot. Back to you.
The sky is the limit for him. All right, Allie, thank you. A line change here for Oklahoma City. Drummond for 3. Williams grabs the board. Thunder leading by 7. 54 seconds left in the third quarter. And the basket by Joe.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
There's the 3. Connects from downtown. Barlow's got 6.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
George over to help. Joe with the ball. Grimes covering. They set the pick. The 3 from Mitchell. Rebound by Philadelphia. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Watford outside. Drummond passes to Barlow. Here's Watford. And the 76ers another 3.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Here's Wallace. And George with some nice D. Pass to Grimes for the tie. And the 76ers another 3.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And so after 3 quarters of play, some great offensive output in this one. It's all tied up. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The 4th quarter is coming up next. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a 6th sense.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. We've got Mitchell. Alex Caruso is out there with Holmgren. Then it's Cason Wallace. And it's Williams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. The Sixers trailing. Right side Grimes to take the lead. And the 3-pointer goes. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
And Embiid with the block. Williams' shot is good. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
And Philadelphia hits again from deep. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the 76ers.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
Embiid finds Edwards. Here's Grimes. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist. And it's a 5-point 76ers lead.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. So for Oklahoma City, Carlson, he's checked in for Williams. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Caruso. Tyrese Maxey's checked in for Philadelphia. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. He absolutely held nothing back. He said, quote, "We know who we are. Let's be that." The plan is to play their game and let the chips fall where they may. Guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Philadelphia leading by 5. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control. Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Pass to Holmgren. Will it go? And right through it goes! And that's now 26 points for Chet Holmgren.
Yeah, and certainly room for growth from Holmgren in the mid-range. But good to see him taking the shot rather than passing on it.
Grimes, the pass to Maxey. Edwards for 3. Drills it from deep.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
The 3 is up. Barlow with a bucket. And the 76ers lead by 12.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
There's a screen. SGA fires. Oh, a perfect jumper. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. For Oklahoma City, Isaiah Hartenstein's checked in for Carlson. Jalen Williams comes in for Wallace. And it's Lou Dort in for Mitchell. Philadelphia also making some changes. Paul George, he's checked in for Barlow. Oubre comes in for Edwards. And it's Edgecombe in for Grimes.
Well, that's a real encouraging make for Edgecombe. The rookie's showing he can score it off the ball.
And he racks up 2.
And he has to build on this because we can see where him being a ghost out there has gotten them so far.
Outside George. Here's Oubre. Beyond the arc. It's money from deep.
And when you look at the numbers over the last few years, it's clear that George has made a jump as a playmaker.
Steps back. Jalen Williams. Ooh, the 3 doesn't go. Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Up top, Oubre. Now George. Fires the 3. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Thunder.
I'm not sure what he was thinking. That's a weird pass.
Thunder trail by 14. There's a minute 47 left to play in the fourth.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open 3, that's the key to efficient offense.
Here's Embiid. Here's Edgecombe. Now Oubre. Takes a 3. Buries it from outside.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the 76ers.
They had to fight for this one. With the game hanging in the balance a couple of times, they've made winning plays, Grant.
It's all about having a strong mentality. What's interesting is that anytime momentum turned against them, instead of folding, they responded with their own attack.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Paul George.
I think people could learn a lot from how versatile he was in this one. Whatever the situation was, he found a way to be a difference maker.
A line change here for Oklahoma City. Williams outside. He launches the triple drop. They led by as many as 18. Now George. Let's loose for three. Cash from downtown.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Booyah! He sinks the triple. Outside George for three. The free ball is down.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Yes, sir, with the three. So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
PG, you just looked confident out there. How were you able to be so effective offensively?
I just kept moving. You know, within our offense, you know, the key is to move. You know, my teammates do a great job of setting screens and getting me open. You know, I just got to, you know, stay within offense.
You have to make that defense work. Wear them out. Thanks, PG.
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA